Okay, y'all, we back. I'm just doing my little promo together. So we'll
Wait,
see
girl, can I
y'all.
see myself? Okay, girl.
Y'all know we have
Wait, am
this
I on camera,
tradition.
girl?
Yeah, she's on camera.
Oh,
You just turn yourself off.
I'm using it on my phone, so I'm not used to using it yet.
Child.
Um, let's see who
You
Jasmine,
else
could have
I'm
went to the store and
dropping
got me
in.
some ice cream earlier.
Jasmine,
Huh?
I sent you an email just so you could see what I was talking about and you could actually literally cry.
You sent me an
So,
email?
oh, baby,
Oh, I got you now.
baby, when I
Thank you,
say,
Bambi, for subscribing.
You welcome. That's why I was like, you always was talking about you was going live. I'm like, well, girl, I'll never see nothing from you.
oh,
Okay, what I'm gonna do is, can I exit out real quick and come back on my iPad because my
Yeah,
phone
of course
about to
you
die. Oh,
can.
okay, I'm coming right back. Bye, y'all.
Okay.
I thought I was already subscribed to you. I was like, girl, I'll never get nothing from you.
That's why, sugar.
Y'all
if
might
Welcome back,
know.
mister. You can take over.
I missed. No, I was just gonna say I messed around and hit the end button by mistake because when I put my AirPod in, I couldn't hear myself as far as the other people, and so I was trying to take myself out, but ended the whole broadcast. But it's all good because I actually need to go and take a shower real quick. So once I
we
get
knew
out,
you
y'all
was
Oh,
still
you
on
can
playing
take
here.
with
us
us.
I'ma
with
hop
you.
back in.
We knew you was
I
playing
mean,
with
you know,
yourself anyway.
So you touched it.
if you
That's
knew I
what
was
ended it,
what
right? You touched it. That's what ended it.
you said,
He
I
was
touched
playing with
what?
himself.
You said, yep, the
Yeah,
I
his
mean,
lazy
but
AirPod.
you
ass is
know,
playing with himself,
Yeah,
chill.
we.
I might play with I might do play with myself when I go to the shower just now. I don't know. It depends. Who want to join me?
me.
Girl, I have. I mean, girl, I don't need to do
Hold
it.
on,
Who your
wait a
man?
minute.
Hush. Who
Who
your
said
man?
it?
Here he
I'm still
Who
come.
trying to
said
find
Here,
out.
here,
Who
come
your
it?
man?
Mister. Here, Mister.
Who
Go
your
take a shower. Go ahead. Go jump in the shower.
Take your nasty
Oh,
ass in the
official trade.
shower.
You is so shady,
Yeah,
nigga.
make sure you clean between the cheeks too.
Oh, it's gonna be
Y'all are
Like
clean.
Craig said, you don't want
so
little sprinkles of
It's going to
shady.
be clean. It's going to be clean. I can rest assure everybody that's concerned about my butt cheeks. They will be clean as
Well,
soon
I'm
as
not
Twitter
I
said
No,
leave.
concerned.
it's
I'm
not
just
the
saying.
butt
I'm
Last
cheeks.
time
extra
you was
It's,
clean.
on live, girl,
it's
you was talking about how you need to be teaching people how to clean their booty hole.
you
Well,
need
you know,
Ugh,
you got the pink water
Jesus.
bag now.
You can't.
You gotta
Yeah, you
it
have the
can't
pink
twerk
wasn't
in the
water
shower because the
bag.
water bounce off. You can't
The
that.
twerk in the shower because the water bounce off. You gotta let it
mm,
run.
you
You
gotta
know
have
what?
a pink water
And make sure
bag.
it runs right in between everything, child.
You
You
know
need
Well,
what?
as
a,
I
a
said,
cap full of
as I said before,
Everything.
a cap full of apple cider beach and a little alum if you wanted to tighten up if you ain't had none and you had some yesterday.
my dog is looking at me like, what the hell is going on? Would you take your black ass to sleep?
Right.
Chad, I'm open, girl, so
y'all
I'm gonna stay up as
messy.
long as I need to.
So it's gonna
Jasmine,
smell like
how
what now? It's gonna smell like
Liz, is that your belly? Is that your belly, Bunchman? Be still, be still. Booty hole.
girl,
I
what
can't
is
stand
this?
Jasmine ass.
I'm telling you, if it smell
That's
like
Jasmine get on
that,
my
funny.
nerve.
if they smell
I'm
like
done.
that, most people are running. Now you have a select few that's into that type of fetish nastiness, but that
Hmm.
Listen to what?
that you know they got a whole onyx and it go from white to black and you know it could be anything in the above, honey. I just
well,
don't know.
the
What are
purpose
you
of
talking?
doing something with fetishes is talking about, some people have a fetish for water sports, for
Yes, ma'am.
defecation.
Ugh.
I do know a couple people that are into it that's on our panel right now, but
Right.
You
um,
know,
That's into
on
so yeah,
defecation.
that note, I'm
not
gonna
defecation, but into water sports.
Yes,
now see. I
ma'am.
Oh,
don't think it's nothing wrong with water sports if you take the proper precautions. You drink enough liquid, like a couple of gallons of water, and your pee is clean. And if you have somebody that might send you a stipend and they want you to pee on them. I'm not gonna turn $500 down on today, tomorrow, next week. Hell, and if it's somebody like a Trump and he want me to piss on him, I damn near would do it for free just to say I did it. But then on the flip side of it, bitch, I need some of your assets and I need them to be in a private offshore account where don't nobody know about. So if you want to get pissed on,
Xavier, stop. Give me his gift.
That's so funny.
Give me his gift.
Well, sometimes when you know what you're doing, you can make it come out on its own.
Right.
Yep.
If you're hitting it right.
You say sometimes that need to be every time. You need to get your stroke game up, baby. You need to hit that spot.
I'm not a top boo. I'm talking about other things.
Right. If you're hitting it right.
Yeah, y'all a mess.
But I will say, if a top does know what if a top does know what he's doing with me, then you'll know that coming out.
6'8".
Yes, sir.
Since he wanted to get in the shower with you, do you got enough experience? Because it sounds like he got.
Do I have enough experience?
He said he got some experience, so if he throw it back and you don't know what to do,
he know what to do. If he don't know what to do with it, I know what to do with it. So he's 6'8" and I'm 6'6".
My God, today.
And you 6'9".
My God, today.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yes,
That's
on that note, I'm about to go and take a shower.
Oh, I'll pay to see that. Mister, do I hear OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Look,
I know he already got one. Yeah, I know
and you
he
know
already
what?
got
Somebody else asked me that I have an OnlyFans. I said, why do everybody think I got an OnlyFans account? I do not have no
Because you
OnlyFans
nasty.
account.
You nasty. Not showing his face.
Me nasty? I'm
Because you
not
6'8".
Y'all
You
think
not
I'm
6'8".
I'm not nasty.
You not nasty.
You just right. You not nasty. You a Scorpio. Period.
I just have nasty tendencies at times. That's all. It's the
He be on the stroking in the car. Y'all never see his face.
He be what?
Stroking in the car.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a little situation.
Oh, I love an outdoor
Yeah,
session.
I've been down that road before.
What you do in the car today?
Oh, you didn't hear about that story? Yeah.
Was you the top or the bottom?
Well, we didn't even get that far. Basically, I took the guy on a date. He gave me some head in my car, and
child, that's I'm talking about when you drive in the back seat.
Oh no, no, not in the 2020. We can't be messing with the 2020. We got to keep the 2020 sanctified.
I am sanctified.
That's where you.
I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about we got to keep the 2020 in my car. The 2020 I just bought sanctified, meaning that I can't be doing all of that in there. But like I said, I did a little something I feel comfortable with. I want to leave no DNA traces nowhere because I'm real OCD-ish about this stuff.
If it ain't no DNA left, you ain't did it right.
Nope. I got to put down a whole sheet of blanket. That's whether I'm at home or I don't want to ruin my bedspread. No,
you
God,
would never make that with me. You would never make that. Had I never been married and met you years and years ago, just because you said that one sheet, I'd have made sure you wet your whole mattress and then
the whole car seat would have been wet.
Yep.
Yeah,
I would have been the one driving. I would have been driving the car.
Driving the car where?
See,
back in the day.
Oh, Mr. Why you
back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day, I would have been driving the car.
Girl, you're the mess. Driving the car. Don't ain't got no class.
I'm just OCD. I gotta lay something down. I gotta lay a blanket or something down. I don't like to ruin my bed or
you need to keep a towel in your trunk.
You need somebody that fuck you so you just fall asleep and you can't move. You just
he ain't ready. He keep running.
And your ass your dick in your ass coming without you touching yourself.
Are you married?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Who's married?
I don't want to stop the flow, but Jasmine.
The only one that's talking right now.
Oh,
Eugene.
Yeah.
Let me keep my comment then, sir.
Oh,
what'd you say, Gadget?
Go ahead and say what on the other channel. You got to explain. This is a fetish. Like,
Get the hell up out of here.
Or did you do it?
I can't hear you, Gadget.
Oh, I said she's gonna do an explanation about the fetish, or did you do it?
Oh, about the fetishes?
You like a
fetishes
fetish
can
is...
be a fetish can be a combination of anything. Most people associate fetishes with like something that you're obsessed with, because some people look at fetishes and obsessions are one and the same.
Okay, I'm obsessed.
But
I'm obsessed with little people.
What I obsessed to
oh God,
Go, you love speaking.
My God.
Would I be obsessed
Girl, let
to
me get off of here.
What you said? Let me get off here. I am.
So go.
What?
So go. You would with a midget?
No.
I would, child.
Oh,
you would never have sex with a midget?
Not
really?
that short.
No. But let me tell you what
Yes.
I would not have sex with a midget. She said it's an obsession. Like I love like when they have parties and stuff, like with people, I like to go. Me and my one friend, I have my one little gay friend in
do you
Dallas.
feel like because you're the only tall person in the room, is that the reason?
No, I like to see the different. No, the reason being is that I like to see. I have pictures of them on my Facebook. I'm gonna show y'all. But I have.
You had pictures.
Yeah, with me and like some of the little women of Dallas, the little women of LA. But
would you ever consider with your midget? Would you ever consider going to what's the place in a swingers club?
Who, me?
I've been there, done that.
They have them in Atlanta. I just never got to go. I mean,
yeah, they got swinging Richards.
No.
God, that ain't no damn.
No. Mr. 618, you gotta go over there near Bank, off of
Trapeze.
Trapeze. You gotta go to Trapeze.
Oh, well, son, y'all better educate me. Come on through for the education.
It's off of like Camp Creek or what? No,
y'all know he ain't ready for that.
What is it called? I forgot the name. Anyway. But yeah, Fulton Industrial. It's on Fulton Industrial Boulevard. But
he sound like what?
Oh, let me get off here.
Wait, what?
Don't run, mister. Don't run.
Because
don't
I go as a couple.
Eugene, what you say?
I thought you had to go as a couple.
Why y'all get so low?
Hold on, you say what?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it up. Maybe I can turn it up.
I'm gonna go out and come back.
I'm just gonna slide this camera right on out.
Look at it.
Okay, what was your question?
I thought you had to go as
He left.
Going what?
Go as a couple. Like
Ben, you say he coming back.
Guy.
No, so it's this place in New Orleans. That was like across on the other street of our apartment building. We never went in because we didn't know what it was, but it happened to be a swingers club. And it was really kind of bougie and upscale. I was like, okay. But would you ever go to a swingers situation?
Who, me? Yeah. I'm down for that. Yeah.
So
I told y'all she a freak.
Would it be 2 men or a woman or 2 women?
It would be.
You don't care.
It would be. Who said that? She don't care.
Me.
Shut up. You don't know me.
I heard it. I heard it all in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
At least I wasn't choking like you never said. Okay.
Oh, man. You don't want to talk about choking, girl. Jasmine.
What happened? Oh, you so funny.
Huh?
Jasmine, you heard her.
You say how I can hear Jasmine.
That was D-Star that was choking.
I'm not gonna play with y'all.
It went down the wrong hole.
Hold on, D-Star.
I just sat up here and went to sleep on y'all. I love y'all. Good night. I'm not finna do a save on y'all, honey. I got to go.
Good night.
I love y'all.
Good night.
Jasmine.
We love you too.
Jasmine, what you got tomorrow? Bye, y'all. Bye, love y'all.
Eugene, we'll see you tomorrow.
Watch my ass.
Eugene, you gonna send her the video?
I'll be back.
You say what?
Eugene, you gonna send her the video? Jasmine, the video?
Oh, she already got it.
Oh, I want to see that video.
Jasmine.
No, you don't.
Jasmine.
That's that. Huh?
Did you see it?
You know what? I I decline to speak on the part that I made self-incriminating myself.
Oh wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Tomorrow, what's your show? So who got a show tomorrow that I'm supposed to be watching?
I have one
The
tomorrow.
entrepreneurship.
Black entrepreneurship.
At 9 p.m.
Oh, okay, that's an
Eastern.
8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll
The
watch you
who?
guys tomorrow.
All right,
Bye,
baby.
Lord.
All right.
Okay,
Love you more.
who's gonna be on the show tomorrow again? Is Mr. Vale? Or no?
We have Savon Vale's gonna be in, and then I didn't get a confirmation from a couple of other people that I was asking, and then a couple people said it was gonna be running late. So I'll just I have them 3 as the main, and then I know Savon's gonna pop in and out, and then so it's mainly gonna be me and whoever else wants to come in. But I'm just gonna be celebrating Black entrepreneurship. So
but ain't you an entrepreneur? Why you can't get on?
Oh, I'll be there. You know, I'm the emergency.
Oh, you're the emergency in case of emergency
Yes.
break class.
Correct.
Dylan, what are you eating?
I'm eating shit.
Cause child, you all crunching in the microphone and everything.
I don't know what I'm doing, baby. That's the point.
I'm like, you wasted Tristan.
Miss Creole had accidentally ended the live, so it wasn't, we just
Creole.
reconvened over here. That's what happened, babe.
Okay. Oh, because I did see.
Yeah,
her
I was just
she
explaining.
Was like, I like her. She was like, but they picked right back up where they started.
Baby.
But yes, so
Miss Creole be knowing because she comes to the live. She know how it go down.
So I had a threesome with a guy and a girl.
But I knew it.
Girl, okay.
Whore.
I ain't a whore. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I ain't have me and the girl didn't have sex. Okay.
Girl. Oh, y'all was doing the sharing piece. That wasn't no threesome. That was y'all sharing a piece.
Girl, that was a party. No.
Right.
Girl, that was a dick dance.
Hold on, what was that?
Ooh, that mean y'all was swapping juices from one piece. Ugh.
The one that got turned out when the boy was eating him up with the girl.
Oh, you talking about Tony? You talking about Tony?
We already had a conversation about that hell.
Wait a minute. Who called it? Who
I
called
got
Tonisha? Who said that? Tony.
Right.
Tonisha.
The trade of the South. Mr. Trade of the South.
But if I did go to a swingers, I think I would have to be the one girl and 2 guys or something like that.
Have you ever been to a mansion party?
No, I want to. Take me. Where we going?
Jesus.
Here he go.
Look, don't ask
Here
me.
he go.
Because I want to go and I want to see and I want to enjoy it and I want to be.
Bridget, originally he had a second part of an interview that was supposed to tell about his church escapades and his mansion parties, but he flaked on me.
Oh, this
Who?
I ain't gonna say no names.
Don't y'all entertain the host. Don't entertain
I ain't gonna say no names.
I don't know what I can say and what I can't say to Mr. I don't want the girls coming from my neck, girl.
Oh.
Girl, you can say what she want to say, girl. This is a safe space.
Yeah.
But go. Go check out my first.
We had to follow, girl.
Go check out my first interview.
Who talking to me? Who's that?
D-Star.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I love you.
In the words of Spilly Boy Hussy. In the words of Spilly Boy, you hussy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big old hussy then. Shit. I'm a big old hussy. Yeah.
That's cute.
That motherfucker said, "Oh, you so sick." I am gonna watch it. I'll be trying to catch up with everything, and I'm just like,
These start don't never go to sleep. This still gonna be on everybody live at all times of day.
who
That's
me?
because I work
That is.
overnight.
Who?
I do. Yeah, that's why I'll be up.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
People used to answer, they
Well,
be
I work
like,
during the day,
why
but
you always on everybody's chat?
Ooh,
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 Every time I'm in a different group, you in a different group. I'll be like, but girl, quit following
ooh,
me.
quit
That
following me.
part.
He's
That
like,
part.
girl, quit following me.
It's-
ooh,
Mm-mm.
ooh. Mm.
Okay,
Did
And
so
a
Mister
hush
fall
comes
in?
over the
see,
crowd.
see.
No,
Now
he said that he taking a
Eugene,
shower.
Mm.
Eugene be having all of the inquiring questions. I mean, the questions inquiring minds want to know.
Child.
I ain't gonna tell that like, mm-mm.
It don't.
Y'all
No, don't
be
say.
doing the most.
That shit be
Girl,
crazy.
I'll be doing that.
Huh?
So what was your
I'll be
question,
minding my business.
Miss
Shit.
Jasmine, or were you going to wait till the night?
Hmm?
I said, so what were your questions, or were you going to wait till the night?
I mean, since you said what you said, I have figured out the rest. So I know that you are the person that I thought you was. So it's all good. I actually am an admirer of you, a fan of yours.
I know that
Because,
we secretly talk to the chats.
yes,
Ooh,
So
I missed out on some. What I missed?
Look, she sound like
we just having
she
a whole
sound like
conversation out in the front.
Savon.
So,
Savon
Mhm.
and left there.
because I'm like, what I missed? Yeah, what I missed?
Mm-mm.
So how is it that somebody been talking to you for 3 years and then they don't want to even and you even go there?
Oh, you know what? I want to go back to that because I remember I think last week you was on Tristan's live and he was saying something about after 3 weeks or something you want to meet their family and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I just
that
feel like if you're serious with someone that, after 3-4 weeks, you want to start being introduced to certain people. At least I do. Like, how can you get to know who that person is if you're not actually involved in their life? Like,
I,
we can put up a fake and a funk for like a month or two. But then
Yeah.
after that, you want to start meeting who that person is. Like, you want to meet that best friend that person is always talking about. Or, you
I think
don't want to feel
it's
like that person is having you back to being ashamed of being in a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
not more so being ashamed to show the person off. It's more so what you're looking for when you meet them. And then it does go along with age because as you get older, you already know what you're looking for and what you're willing to put up with. So,
Right.
like, I've already done the dating thing. I'm still in my whole phase, clearly, but even then, when I do date, I don't want to meet your friends. Like, I'm very antisocial. Like, we can see our friends when I go out when we chilling. I don't want to. I don't even like going to people's houses. Like, a whole bunch of punks. So like, I don't want to see all of that. If we chilling, we can chill. If we going to a get together, that's fine. But if you just got people at your house all the time, like I feel like
See,
uh,
I get you on that. I draw the line on that. I'm a Sagittarius, and so like my close knit of people that I hang with or whatever, I don't mind them coming over, just not unannounced.
all the
Because
time.
if
No,
you
I don't
if
do
you
that.
come over, like coming over and you're hanging out, um, I want you to be respectful of my space because it is my space. So, once or twice a week, maybe even 3 times sometimes, but, because I like to cook and different things like that. So I don't want you popping up all the darn time. So I got to have that quality time because without that quality time with someone special, you can't build a relationship.
I think you can build quality, like you can have quality time with somebody. Like I've met people that stay in different states. You can have quality time and get to know somebody. I think you don't have to see them every day. Like I'm a Virgo, so I like my alone time. I like to be by myself. I like when I get around people, you'll know when I want to be around people because I'm around people. Like I don't have to be around people all the time. Like my friends, I was in the military as well, so my friends are in different states as well. So um, I don't have to see them. Like I rather talk on the phone, check in. Like I rather not have to go out and be seen and do everything and be a part of, whatever. Like I don't have to be a part of a certain crowd to.
I get you on a friend level, but if say for instance, if me and you are dating
Right.
and it's a long distance relationship, like at least,
I can't do long distance.
Like,
I can.
even if we were basically in, if we were in sister states and we're next door to each other and we can drive back and
That's still
forth or
long
whatever,
distance.
it's
Right.
like a 3 hour away, every other weekend. Like we need to be rotating. Like this is your weekend, next weekend is your weekend, because when you are in a relationship with a person, you figure out what that person's sexual pattern is. So if you're not there to do what you got to do for that person, or that person's not there to do for what you got to do for that person, then that person will find somebody else because that connection is there. And believe it or not, a
No,
lot of people don't understand sex is a part of a relationship.
Yeah.
it is. And as sexual as I am, and when people say sex ain't everything, sex is everything, but it doesn't have to be the basis of your relationship.
Yeah.
True,
That's
but
true.
it's that connection bond though too. Like whenever you want to feel intimate and you want to feel close to a person, like what is the first thing a person does to let me rephrase that from a female standpoint, from mine. I'm saying from my standpoint, for me to make me feel like that I'm special to you, if we come and huddle up on the couch, that's intimate to me. So it doesn't necessarily always have to be penetration, but I mean, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I am borderline nympho whenever it is with that, because I like to smell, hear, taste, all that kind of good stuff with my
Yeah.
partner. So, I'm 3 o'clock in the morning, I may wake the nigga up with head. That's just how I
Yes,
am.
ma'am. Come on.
So,
Come on with the wake up with the head.
Come on, sucky
Okay.
bus.
Yes.
period.
Call
But I
that
mean, that's just how I am
That's
with
better than
that's
waking
how I
up
am with the
with
relationship.
Folgers.
that's that
Yes,
alarm clock.
God.
Period.
But
Yes, God.
like you said, when you get older, you realize and you know what you want out of a relationship. And I know what I will accept and I won't accept. I cannot be in a relationship with someone that lives more than an hour and a half away from me, because I have to see that person every day.
See, I'm not
And
like that.
that's just
One, I'm not.
when I get close to them, but that's the Sagittarius in me, because I'm a hopeless romantic. Like I
I
don't
think
mind spending time with that person and being up underneath that person, but I need my alone time. Just that's why I work. If you are not working and you don't have a career to take and invest some of your time into, that's where the issue I feel like comes in with people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think in the beginning stages, yeah, you want to spend time and be around and all of that, but even still, you don't want to suffocate. And I still need my like, girl, let me go to the store or do something. Like I can't. I don't want to see you every day, but I do want to at least hear from you.
Yeah.
Two, at least
And I'm good.
at least
I'm
3 times out of the week. We don't have to see each other every day, but just a text, hey, just thinking about you, this and that, something like that. If we're still getting to know each other, you just want to put in that little extra effort. I'm
that's
still thinking
that's
about you, girl, my
cool.
mind. But when
Yeah,
people like when somebody is, you're just not getting to talk to somebody. I don't ever put it out of my head that that person could be talking to other people. So one, I'm not a jealous person, and I've never been
I'm not
insecure.
either.
When I was skinny and now that the bitch is big, I don't, that's never been my issue. But
But
when,
you also have to think of it like this though too. So when you're in the beginning stages of a relationship and you're getting to know a person, you want to want for that person to make you feel like you're wanted. And if a person is not making
yeah,
you feel like you're wanted, then you are going to feel you're going to go into a relationship. You may not stay in that relationship, or you don't want to get serious with that person because you're not feeling like that person is worth your time.
and they're not,
So
people
it's
make
it's just
time for, I don't care how busy you are, people make time for what they
yep,
want. So you can be
That
doing work
exactly.
and
That's my yes. I love that.
make
correct.
for what you
Say
want.
it again
Even,
for the
I don't,
people in the bed.
For the people in the back. Okay.
you make time for what you want. People make time for what they want. So I don't care how many jobs
Correct.
you have. I've worked 3 jobs and still been able to text, a dude or whatever. At this, I'm a fine time. I may not be able to talk to you or this and that. I may have 20 minutes to talk to you here and there, or just shoot you a message. Hey, I'm busy, or y'all get. And then even with that,
But
when
even
people say they're busy,
hmm
they might be doing other shit shady. But
I was gonna
that's why
say,
it's
it's
important. It's important. Hold on. It's important to communicate with people because I'm gonna
I
let you
was
know
just
right
gonna
up.
say that.
I don't have time for the games. I don't play games, and I'm not about to sit up here and play with nobody else's time. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and if I can't do it, I'm going to let you know. I don't care, and that's one thing that I don't like about when people say hookups or this and that, and you blow up a hookup or whatever. Girl, I don't care if we hooking up. I'm gonna let you know if I can't come or I have to stop somewhere else and make a detour before I get to you. I'm gonna let you know. We ain't in a relationship, and I'm not trying to build nothing with you. It's a hookup. It is what it is.
Oh,
But even with that, I know how to communicate all around the board. So with me, you gonna get the same person whether we hooking up, whether we trying to talk, whether we in a relationship, or whether we doing whatever we doing. You know, I'm the same person. I'm not gonna just sit up here and just it's a hookup, so I'm gonna just brush you off. No, if I can't be there in 20 minutes when I said I was gonna be there, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, is this time cool? Because one, I don't want to drive across town, and then I said I was gonna be later than what I was, and then now you stop answering or you acting shady or feeling some type of way. I don't got time for
Well,
that.
see, I do feel you on that, but I'm like this. Okay, so if we say that we talking and
Hmm.
we're supposed to be getting to know each other, whatever like that, I expect at least once a day you say, "Hey, how you doing?" It doesn't have to be a long drawn out conversation. It's
Yeah, that's
just
why I said
letting
we
me
don't have
know
to
that
see
you're
each other
thinking
every
about
day,
me.
but yeah, just a common
Yeah.
courtesy,
But
little. I was thinking
then
about you.
hmm
But that's how
but
if
then whenever we move to the point of me having sex with you, because I don't allow just anybody into my body. So I'm finna make a statement and then answer Alex's question all at the same time.
mm,
So you learn a person's sexual habits whenever you're taking and being with a person. So
mm,
my sexual habits whenever I'm with a person is that I love, I like sex. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna say I don't like sex. I really love sex, and I tend to take and burn out a partner every now and then because I want it that much.
you
So
tend to
that's
what?
why I say to burn out a partner, meaning that I require it a lot more than the average person do.
Yay.
No STDs here.
Come,
I do have all my
come,
paperwork. I can show people I have no STDs.
come on,
Never
Pepper.
have.
Who mentioned the
None here
STD?
either.
Who
And I
mentioned
lost mine
STD?
at
Look,
8.
I'm like looking like in
Me
the
Oh,
chat,
either,
like who?
child.
I've been putting in work since 8, so I never had an STD either. So
well, I am positive.
Then that's not a problem.
nope.
Sure enough.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I've
mine.
actually dated a couple people that are. That's not a problem with me.
Yeah, same here.
As long as you straight up with me and you let me know what is what,
That's
I'm
why I
good with
said
that.
I'm the same way all across the board. Like, I don't really have nothing to hide, and I'm an open book. That's why when I made that comment, I wasn't trying to shade you. It was just,
Yeah.
it really wasn't directed towards you. I was just making a general statement. And a lot of times people do get stuff confused that I do say because I do make general statements, but it goes
I
along the
got you.
topic. So I guess when you said that, I just made a general statement, and I didn't know. I guess you thought it was directed towards you, but it wasn't. I was just
hmm
making a general statement.
It's all good, sweetie. I'm not upset and mad about it, but that's what adults we talk. So
Yeah,
that
that's why I was
that
like,
that
girl,
right
let me get
there
out here because
is.
I don't
hmm
want mother thinking I was coming to her.
Okay, so
I don't
look,
I
I
don't
know
think
Deep finna
that. Go
stop
ahead,
me.
Gadget.
I know Deep finna be like, oh, here she go with this shit. Oh, I know somebody in the chat gonna be like, oh, here she go. No, okay. So you tell people that you're positive.
Yes, I do. It's on all my profiles as well.
Oh, okay, well that's nice. That's good that you tell people.
Like I said, I'm one. I'm not looking for a relationship, and two, I'm still in my whole phase. So I'm on a hookup tip. I'm not trying to,
Mm.
girl. I don't have time for all that conversation shit. If you want it, let's get it. We ain't. I'm not about
Let's
to do
get
the
it.
whole
Let's
storybook.
go.
Oh, what you doing? What's up? Like, girl, you already know what you came here for. What's up? Like, we ain't doing all of that. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're not about to sit up here. I don't care if you work nights, girl. You're not on here looking for friends, girl.
Oh,
You ain't looking. You ain't looking for friends at 2 o'clock in the morning and then turn around at 2 in the afternoon still looking for friends, girl. If you ain't found no friends in 2 years, girl, you need to get offline.
Or use
now,
another app.
Now, Jasmine, do you
I'll go
think
to a
that
bar.
Jasmine, do you
That
think
part.
that's fetish? A fetish?
Hmm.
Or
Do you
start
think? I said, do
twinkling
you
your
think that
toes.
that's a fetish?
What's
With
that?
like like people who only date people who are positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that a fetish?
No, that is a preference because
Oh,
in my eyes, I feel like that it's easier to, if you are a person that's positive, it's easier to deal with another person that's positive because they don't have the same hangups that a
Um,
person that is not.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say. I mean, that is true, I guess, but
I'm
with
just generalizing that statement.
yeah, yeah. That I could see that as being true, but as far as with me, most people don't care. I mean, some do. You get the people that, oh, why you won't hear you this, you that. Like, I get that, but
mm,
not as much as you would think. And then with people seeing my status, when I first found out, I was getting more people that were, when I tell them, they wouldn't say anything until I told them my status. So when I get dudes that kind of shade me, it's like, or if I would go to the bookstore and I would tell a dude my tea, and then he'd be like, "No, I'm good." You know, not in a disrespectful way. He'd just turn me down and be like, "No, I'm good." Or
mm.
and then I would see him go in a room with somebody else that I knew was pie, and I'm like,
But you
you
just,
know,
yeah, you're right.
but I openly tell my status. So when the girls try to shame me and be like, because when it gets around, the girls be like, "Oh, well, she got this." Like, girl, you don't have to tell my tea. I'm very open and honest. I'm not insecure about anything. If you have anything to ask me about my business, then come ask me. And I'm like, that's why I always. I'm not gonna say I shade the girls, but I'm like the girls shade me first, and I'm like, T.S. Medicine, you come for me. Oh, bitch, I'm not afraid of nothing, girl. I put my business out there for a reason. You don't have to put my business out there. Think that's your friend or
Yeah,
whatever. He heard my tea from me before you even opened your mouth.
right.
And there's a lot of people that aren't as
Right.
confident to share their status as I am. With me being not being cocky, but with me being, I'm still somewhat of I'm not gonna say a public figure, but I'm known. I say that I'm known.
Mm.
Um, I just automatically put it out there because there's always gonna be somebody. Oh well, and people still do it. My status will be on the same page that they shaded me on. I'm like, girl, if you look down below, it says it all right there. You don't. I mean, who are you trying to impress? Nobody.
Right. Hey,
Mhm.
T Bless. Okay, my bad.
Welcome
But
back,
yeah,
T Bless.
yeah. I um
But that's why I feel
I
like that
love
you
your
have such
story.
a
I love it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jasmine.
I was just gonna say that's why I feel like that you have such a diverse story, and you would definitely be someone that would be, if you're comfortable doing it. And I know everybody's not comfortable doing it, like to actually do an interview with some, is very much in depth conversation. That you know, but
Just
that's up to you. That's
and I'm
thrown
make
out there if you ever wanted to do that.
make sure my size is shaved down, honey. I might have
Oh,
to.
you
I
know
guess
what?
I find me a shirt to put on. I'll never have no shirt on.
Like in your
I
picture.
feel you.
That
Yeah.
part, right.
Like in your little picture you got trying to show your body.
Well,
Why
all I
this
can
man
say
mute?
is that if you wanted to do one, the 21st is open.
Oh, you talking about a separate interview just with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something just me and you,
Oh no,
just a private
I thought you was
interview.
talking about the ninth. I was like, you already said I would.
Oh, the ninth.
I
The
mean
ninth
that's
is just a
fine.
free fall,
I'm
a
I'm
freak
not
meet.
opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it.
I just think it's, with us dealing with everything that you're being so transparent. I think that's something that a lot more people would appreciate, especially with all of the different segmentation that comes along with people that are positive and stuff.
Right. I love
I've
you.
I've had people write me like even back when like BGC was popping. I used to get BGC with a sexy and pies all the time and um stuff like that. But I used to get and it was fun. Okay, so I have a story. It was a dude. Before I found out my status, I was stationed in San Diego,
Mm.
and it was a dude. He popped up, in the radius or whatever.
Wait a minute, you in the Navy?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Go ahead. Sorry.
Told you she a hoe. Listen to her. Yes.
Yes.
And see stuff like that. That's when I say I was saying this morning. I was like, well, people, even though I'm openly gay, I was like, women will still come on to me, flirt with me, try to get at me. Like I'm noticeably gay. I'm not gonna say I'm like flaming. Like I'm more. I consider myself more in between. Like I'm boyish with a little bit of femininity, but you can still tell that I'm gay if you look at me.
Okay.
But what was I about to say? Oh, so it was a guy. I seen this profile on BGC. This was back when maybe 2008. I saw this guy's profile, or 2008, 2009. I don't know. And I was just because I read people's profiles. I've always been like that. Like I'll look at the picture, and then I'll go down and read the profiles, and then determine whether I want to send somebody a message or not. Even on the hookup, I'm still gonna read your profile and see if it's some bullshit or whatever's on there. So he had, and most people that have long profiles, if you have this long profile and I just skim through it and it's just bullshit, I'm not gonna read it. But I started reading the top part and it was just very intriguing. So he was talking about his status, and this is before I even found out I was positive. He was just talking about his status and how he was living his life, and it was just intriguing to me. So I sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, I read your page. This and that, whatever." And we just sparked the conversation. We ended up meeting up, and we had a full conversation. This is like we probably chatted for a few hours on BGC, and then I think we exchanged numbers or something, or somehow we ended up hooking up. I went to his house. We watched movies and talked and stuff like that. And I had never been with anybody, to my knowledge, that was positive, like just open, whatever. So we ended up hooking up. I gave him head or whatever, and he asked me, was I sure about, doing the act on him? And I was like, yeah, I felt comfortable. Like he made me feel comfortable with him. So it wasn't anything like, we had already spent time and everything like that. And it was more so we had a connection. And I was more so educated on it as well, a little bit. Not like I ain't a doctor or nothing. But the funny thing is, when I found out my status, and I know I didn't get it from him, I only got him oral, but I found out maybe a few months after that. And what was funny was, in the military, they make you do this group session or whatever with people that's been positive. It's people in the military, which a lot of people don't believe you can be positive in the military, but it was people in there 15 years, 20 years that have been positive in this group, because they bring in the people that have had it longer. They, the new people, they talk to us and kind of get us comfortable with, what's going on, and it's not a death sentence and all this and that. So I had went for a checkup one day, and he was a civilian, and they let the civilians into the infectious disease clinic as well, in this particular hospital, because the hospital is more like a military hospital in San Diego. But he walked in, and the way it looked as if I had already known my status, and I was just, I don't know.
Who is asleep on him?
Who fell asleep?
Who fell asleep?
I'm not asleep. I don't know who sleep.
Who?
I'm nobody
Zyla.
asleep.
Oh.
Zyla.
Zyla's muted.
Girl, bye.
Oh, okay.
Don't you ever.
His mic was muted.
I know.
They trying to low key, trying to say it was me. That's what they was trying to low key. especially D-Star, because D-Star knew I was supposed to in a heartbeat.
No, baby, did she walk away from her phone and yell in the background?
She did. She did. She concerto.
Funny. Oh my god.
No, but when he walked into the clinic, it kind of made it seem as if I had already known my status and I was like playing him or something. And it was like, when I looked at him, I was like, well, why are you here? And then two, I mean, I figured out why he was there, but we didn't speak. You know how you hook up with somebody and then you see them in public or something. It was like one of those. Like I looked at him and I don't know. It just made it seem like as if I had played him or I had known my status, and just because he was positive, I reached out just to hook up with him or something like that, which wasn't the case, and it was very weird. But I didn't know how to handle it, so I was like, "Well, girl, she ain't gonna speak. I ain't gonna speak." So I just left it alone. But I mean, we weren't on bad terms or anything. But I was like, okay,
Well, I
it
can
was just
definitely
one of
understand
those.
that. Well,
Mhm.
y'all,
So we're gonna
it
get more
is
in the interview on the 18th.
The 21st.
Oh, 21st.
that's
I
21st.
I was just making
Just,
sure. I was just making sure you were paying attention.
You said on the
just,
18th? Nah, motherfucker, you know you heard that.
There you go. There you go.
Look, who's the one that was asleep?
That's crazy. I
Yeah,
love your
that's crazy.
story.
But no,
I love that story. I love that story. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, I'm open. I mean, I don't really shy away from anything. Like I said, I tell people I'm social, but I'm antisocial. Antisocial at the same time. Like I don't really. I don't know.
that's that Virgo. Cause
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
special.
Alex, what's your question, Alex? What's your question, child?
Yes, and we finna wrap this up because mother's gotta get up tomorrow.
Oh, you do.
Alex,
What's the
Alex.
question?
I don't know. He hadn't put it down there yet.
Yeah, he put the question down there.
Why are you just enjoying the chat?
You know, I asked them same questions, but the kids don't respond to me.
I think sometimes they just want to stay down in the chat. I don't think they just want.
Girl, he want to be anonymous.
Child, look who done came back in here.
We want
My
to hear
God,
what
today.
that voice sound like. What he saying?
Uh-oh.
Anonymous, girl.
He missed all the good. You missed all the good stuff.
So
Who?
Jazz,
What I
you have
missed?
Turn that mic.
you have the
All
28th
the
open,
good.
right?
You got your panties
Why not
on?
use a condom?
What you got your bonnet on? What is
You
it?
got your panties on, Mr.
Tried
Sister?
it. You
Why not
you
use a
tried it.
condom? Mm-mm.
What is that question referring
Yeah, what
to?
is the question before? Yeah, because it didn't make sense.
Right. Because it's just
Explain
open.
yourself, Alex.
I mean,
That was
it's
very
wide open.
random.
Yeah, it was like
We can go in
random.
any
Like,
door.
he said he want to stay down in the basement. Okay.
I guess so. But what you just commented, I see why, girl. Girl. Because that's
Okay,
a
I have a
little...
question then. Damn, man. So do you know who you got it from?
What I mean,
I do
wait, who
believe
got what from?
so.
Uh-oh.
It was a guy in the military. He was actually like in the dorm. I used to hook up with this dude that say, I thought he was peeing.
This dusty ass.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, y'all laughing at me? My bad. I was trying to wash my hands, and I had to.
No, I
sure
thought
you
Yeah, we
washing
were
your
laughing
hands?
because we thought you were peeing, child.
Oh my.
Because you know you
Yeah,
ain't
me
got
and
no
Pip-
class, child.
I was like, you
You ain't
could
said
change
nothing
that
all this
angle
time.
then.
Jolly came right back on just to throw
I was
that
about.
shade.
I was about to say, if y'all wanted to see, all you had to do was that.
Girl, I ain't trying to see that shit.
Not on my page. Don't nobody
Well,
want
y'all
to see
can
no
see
itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
Girl, get OnlyFans,
Child,
girl.
it ain't.
Bye.
To this,
It
that
ain't.
guy
It
you was
ain't teeny.
referring to. So
Okay, make sure
I'm
you that.
assuming he was
Answer my question.
asking me why I didn't use a condom with the guy I gave head to.
I don't. Well, let
I'm
me shut up
assuming
because I was
that's what
about
he
to
was
say. I was
saying.
about to incriminate myself. Let me shut up. I'm not gonna say no more.
It's okay.
I was about.
We still love you.
Okay, so the guy you
Mm.
think you got it from, does he display his status?
Well, this was in 2009, but like I said, it was a guy in the barracks. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'm just assuming it was him because we did use condoms.
Uh-huh.
But I know on one particular night, like he would drink a lot and then come knock on my door and we would get it in or whatever. So one particular night, he was in me or whatever, and the condom broke, but he kept going.
Mhm.
And it was something about him that was very,
Sketch.
very weird because we were on shore duty, and he had been in the Navy a lot longer than me. And sometimes when people that are in the Navy have just shore duty or something like that, to be in the Navy and be positive, you have to be shore duty because you have to be near a hospital. So that's what makes me think that it was him. It was just he was very to his stuff, and he would always be drunk. Like he would always be sitting out on the patio drunk, and it was always something off about it. But that was never a question that I thought, not saying that people in the military, you would just kind of assume that people in the military weren't positive because we all get tested and we all, go through
Yeah.
that. But like I said, there are people in the military that are positive. And actually, I had never had an STD until I had moved to San Diego. I don't know what it is about the girls in San Diego.
Mhm.
They claim to have all the money, but girl, they don't go to the doctor at all.
And you better read, girl.
Okay.
But they want to talk about Dallas being the Heights or whatever. I'm like, girl, no, man.
Well, I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't. Well, let me shut up.
Boy,
See,
you
when
ain't
I
even
be,
hear the whole story about the comment.
that's why I said let me shut up. Let me shut up before I start incriminating myself.
Mm-mm. You been incriminate yourself for something you don't even know what you're talking about.
But I will say this: I know y'all mentioned something about using condoms and giving head. I did hear that part.
What is you eating?
Me.
So me personally, I'm just gonna say me personally, I do strongly believe in condom usage as it involves penetration. However, with giving head, that's
With
all I'm gonna
me,
say.
I'll leave it up to the guy. If the guy feels comfortable, even with head, like I I like the taste. I like the all of that. So if you want to wear a
Right.
condom, that's I'll leave it up to the guy. Just it's your dick, so you choose what you want to do with it. That's not gonna stop me from giving you head, but I'll leave it up to the guy. And with having sex, I do have raw sex, but like I said, my status is known, so I'll leave it up to the guy as well. But that's why I mainly give head. I don't really have sex like that because one, I'm not in a relationship, and two, I don't want everybody running up and through me. So I'm cool on that. And then three, here, it takes too long to clean out to have a nigga in you for 2 and 3 minutes. I don't have time for that. So I'm good on all of it.
I'm damn sure impatient.
I don't want no nigga in me for
too. When
no
I'm ready to
3
get it, I'm ready
hours,
to get it.
but I need at least a good 30 to 45 minute pounding if the dick is good.
So do you think that that most guys like get on prep and all that stuff?
A lot of guys get on prep. Some guys get on prep just as a precaution, and then some guys abuse it. Like they'll get on prep just so they can fuck wild.
I know that's what I'm saying. Yep.
Because you see it all the time. Oh, I'm on prep.
Say
I'm on
that
prep.
again for the people in the back. Say that again for the people in the
Please
back.
say it again. Please,
Y'all
Lord
act like
Jesus.
that's why they was sitting up here talking about what the girls is. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody worried about COVID here. They still fucking raw.
Right.
I'm like, girl, you wasn't worried about H1N1. You wasn't worried about the Zika. You wasn't worried about anything. Girl, bye.
Yep, the swine flu. Remember that?
Hold on for a minute, Jasmine.
I can't
But they the
believe.
first. But they the first ones that'll be talking
We
about the
just
girls
checking
that
on you.
are
Just checking
positive
on you.
though.
I cannot believe all y'all are still up. I really can't believe this.
Girl, this is my regular
I'll
time
fix you
staying
up,
up.
baby, a bowl of cereal.
I just feel like this is just Jesus.
Oh my God.
They don't care any longer. I'm eating biscuits and
Look,
bacon and
wait a
eggs.
minute. Look.
Oh,
Now, just like somebody invite you to their house and they try to
oh.
kick you out. No, I'm
Okay.
you let the slumber
Talking about
party.
some chat. I'm
I don't
tired,
know,
girl.
cause you know. Oh no, hold on. Let's be clear. Everybody already know when I get tired of it. You know my infamous line. I like to thank each and every one of y'all for joining me tonight. You could have been
Yep.
anywhere,
That's what she
and I
loves to say,
shut it
girl. That's her
down
favorite thing.
quickly.
Sure will, girl.
I'm
Shut
okay.
all
Yeah, I
that
bet you.
down.
Here, my ass can go lie here.
Girl, you
Be in the
sure?
middle of a statement. Okay, hold that thought just 1 second. I like to thank each and every one of y'all for I would shut it down in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Yes,
It
she
okay.
ain't
will.
nothing.
I just found his story interesting. I'm sorry. I know
Thank
T
you.
Bless. I know
Oh
I
no,
said this
you
was
didn't make me
sleepover.
feel.
I said this is a sleepover.
No, ma'am.
A sleepover.
So
Mm-hmm.
when I start calling the hogs, it's gonna be a wrap.
Uh,
Oh, he said he helped you read. Let me see. Okay. So Mr. Van Bloom said, I have met straight guys in Hollywood who hasn't gone to the clinic once. I'm like, oh, okay. But
Girl,
you
if you
fuck
don't
these
take
Hollywood
whatever that is
girls.
out of your mouth and stop chewing while you talking.
Yeah,
I'm going
a lot
off
of
here.
people.
I'm gonna
I
get
think
off here.
I think a
My
lot of
food.
people.
Okay.
I think a lot of people that are negative or claim that they're negative purposely don't go to the doctor either because they're scared to get tested because they don't want that status to change from negative to positive, or they like to stay in that elite status of to shade the other girls. Oh, well, girl, I'm negative, girl, or you're positive. Like they just like that one up on you. Some kind of know that they are positive and still won't go get tested for the same reason. Either they're scared of that status to change, or they still like that. Oh, well, girl, you're positive. You got a house in Virginia. You got, like the girls still use that as a read towards me. I'm like, girl, that is no longer a read. That's never really been a read. I'm like, girl, you can't read me for my HIV. You can't read me because I'm fat, bitch. I'm the first one to say I done gain weight. And when I lose weight, what are you gonna say? Like, girl, get over it. I'm I was pulling niggas when I was little. I'm pulling niggas now that I'm big, girl.
Yes.
Girl, they just mad because they can't take your ass. That's why.
It's a lot of girls that shade me for making videos. Like I'm like, why is my life? Why are you so pressed on my life, girl? Why?
Because
Well,
they ain't getting dick and you
I'm
will.
not bothered by you. I'm not asking you for money, girl. When you see me in the club, bitch, I have my own drink. You hoes standing around waiting for somebody to buy you one. Girl, go sit down. Leave me alone.
Okay, say it again.
well, I just always liked your art form. That's what I liked it.
And you
There
know
was no
what?
tea, no shade, because you was a nasty old freaky bitch, and I like that about you.
Yes, God,
It's a
today.
lot of girls. It's a lot of girls online that give head the way I do, and they don't even know where they got it from. Like my certain technique that I do. I see a lot of girls with different faces,
Well,
girl. I'll be like, okay.
I don't try to
Mr.
copy
Six
your
Foot.
technique. I just think your technique is cute.
I mean, I don't
And what
shade
is
them.
your and what is
I see them, but I don't
as
necessarily.
you must have
One,
made
I don't
a
like
comment
watching. I don't like
person
watching niggas give
over the
head anyway. To be honest,
about
Wait a
I
minute.
was
You have
doing this.
videos?
girl, she.
I'm lost. Okay, I must have.
Girl, you so
There she
late.
go.
Here
There
she
she go.
go.
Okay,
Here she go.
so I'm not even gonna go there. I'll fill you in later, girl, when we get off live.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
We'll talk about that on
Mr.
the night.
Alex Vanderbloom.
Did he ask me
What
something?
comment did I take personal? I didn't take anything personal. You must have made my comment personal. I wasn't talking about. I was dealing with them. I'm allowed to have straight friends.
He's confused me.
I didn't comment on your comment, baby. I didn't say anything about your comment. That was Go Gadget that was talking. That wasn't me. Actually, I had clocked out at that
I'm up
time.
here. I'm up here laughing. I'm up here laughing at D Star
Excuse
ass.
me.
Hey, T
Hi,
Black.
T
Hey,
Black.
Yes.
hey,
Hey,
Bambi,
T.
I'm sorry. I didn't feel like typing this out. So, what your techniques are where? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Told
He
you,
never did
I ain't
drop
the
it.
only one.
Girl, did you
Baby,
hear
you
how
got to
she
be here
asked
for another
all
hour.
sweet and polite?
I was just asking for a friend.
Come on, friend.
I'm on Pornhub. I used to be on Xtube, but my page got deleted. I had like over 800 videos.
Okay.
You used to be on XTube.
But if you
Okay,
put in
then. Let me go
if you
start
take
Oh,
and put
yeah,
in your name, it'll take it and it'll pop up.
you
In
can just
Pornhub?
type in. You
Yeah.
can type in headspin on Pornhub. It'll pop
Just,
up.
Headspin?
yeah.
Oh, let me go type that in right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Hold
let me
on.
see.
Just,
Wait a
but
minute.
What
just
you talking
see,
about?
this
Yeah.
is why I told him to cover his ears.
Lord have
Look,
mercy.
don't look. I'm trying to live
Zylan, I need you to send
vicariously.
me that other video.
Huh?
I need you to send me that other video on Silent.
Whatever one.
You know the one I'm talking about with Dirk and Chris.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm
I'm
retired, but
about
I
to play
was
with you,
just curious.
Tristan.
Huh?
Come on, I'm retired.
I'm about to play with
What's
you.
up? Well, I'm trying to say look up headspin. Forget what y'all talking about.
I see you over
You're so
there.
stupid. I can't.
You need to be worried
I
about
know
what
the
your grandma.
it's a
Them
quicker way
eyes
of
is
pulling him
going.
up.
You couldn't do that when I
It's
got
a
out.
quicker than
Huh?
it's a quick pulling
I
you
need
up
to look
versus
Look at
that.
now.
how big he's smiling now,
It's a what?
child. Look how big he's
I said it's a
smiling.
quicker way of pulling him up versus that.
Sir, are you pulling that up right now?
So
Hold
what you
on, let
want
me
me to look
turn my
up,
speaker.
Jasmine?
Let me turn my damn speaker down. Wait a minute, y'all.
Jasmine,
Hold
what I need to
on.
look up?
Hold on. Hold the line.
Everybody be quiet. Jasmine,
The
what I need
quickest
to
way
look
to pull him up is what was your old screen name? Bambi 19?
It's 7 Bambi 18.
My God,
I mean
today.
7 Bambi 18. It
Oh,
pulls it up.
Shando.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Don't bring the woman into this.
Look at
My
this
God.
man.
My God.
Oh,
Oh,
Look
porn
at
video. Okay, here you go.
Mister. Look at Mister.
oh
Ooh.
my good.
Oh, you in Dallas? Oh.
Lord have mercy. What we got? I need something to drink. Shit.
Hey.
Girl, I'm about to get off of this
Look
live
at the
with y'all.
gadget.
Oh my goodness.
Xtube, child.
Okay.
I'm kind of upset about that.
All right then, Bambi. God's good.
I ain't mad at you,
All the
baby
time.
girl.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't turn it down. I didn't turn it down.
Girl, get the
Now
gadget off of you.
everybody's looking
Gadget,
up.
go to bed. Gadget, go to bed.
Y'all
Yeah,
know.
girl.
Oh my goodness, honey.
I didn't know it was up that loud. Jesus.
That's a damn mess.
I thought doing this in the privacy of my own home.
Y'all a bunch of heathens.
On the live. In front of everybody, Jesus.
Look, look.
Especially that
Look,
Mister over there. And
Yeah.
he wondered why we call him a hoe.
Baby, his Google search wasn't even moving fast enough for him to get over there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, come on. Bambi, you know what? You all right with me. All right. All right
That's
with me,
hilarious.
baby.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's what I see.
But
Yes,
when we call
come on.
him a hoe, he get mad, girl.
Look, I'm a free man. I'm just watching here. I'm just happen to stumble upon this page, and I'm just, looking. That's
I know
all.
he could be in a video.
Oh.
All right.
I told y'all I have a photographic memory when it comes down to things. I know what I be seeing.
Yeah.
And I
She
seen
saw me.
side
She saw
profile in
me.
your comments one time.
Saw
I've
me
seen
pop
everything.
on the live one day, girl. She recognized that goddamn gold chain.
Y'all a mess.
Because I already knew everything else
Go
was up, and
Patrick.
it's only one
What do you
person that
think?
had.
Ooh, you gotta turn around.
I mean, look.
What do you
Hold
think?
up.
What do you
For the
think?
beauty profession, from the beauty profession, that haircut is nice though.
That's it is nice. But you gotta turn around.
What is you doing? He gonna say some daggone from the hairstyle professional. I'm so dead.
Well,
He's so stupid. I can't stand
I cut my own hair, so I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Okay, cut on
Baby, I
ahead.
apologize. I didn't realize they were going to go wild with this. I haven't looked it up yet, but I will. Don't worry.
You
You
should.
need to hop on over, honey. You missing.
Girl, you missing everything. I'm getting my
T-Bless.
right now.
Good.
T-Bless
Girl,
said,
you
what I won't
come up
do.
with some air? Are you gonna at least come up with some air, Bambi? Damn. Shit.
Shut up.
Wait a minute now.
Girl, with all this reaction video commentary, shut up.
Okay, this
Oh,
is not
goodness.
a live.
And first off, y'all need to be giving Baby some money since y'all viewing his stuff.
Ain't that it?
I think
That's a
free
whole
or
nother
something.
topic, child. I ain't even trying to go into it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
ask
say
that.
the
So did you
shot.
pay for this?
Huh?
Them skills, I hope so.
What?
Do you get paid for this like on Pornhub?
No, that's not how I make my income. I'm sorry, no.
Oh, so
I'm
how
gonna
do
tell
you
right
make your
now,
income?
Oh Jesus.
if nothing else work
Oh.
out for you, you definitely got a talent in this. I give it A+.
I've never. I mean, I could. It's not a problem, but that's just not my ministry.
What is your ministry, Bambi?
Oh, look at T-Bless. Go
I mean, his questions are leading. I think he has leading answers. I do, Jasmine. As the interviewer, you might want to jump in.
Not a. I don't like nobody that hustle like that, but that's not for me. I've had friends that kind of read me. We done got into it about that all my life. That's not.
So you put this on Pornhub for free?
Yeah, my videos are free.
You used to have exclusive.
Huh?
When you were really, really big, you used to have
My God,
exclusives,
today.
especially on
Not on.
YouTube.
Not on
Okay,
Instagram.
Jasmine.
You know what? I gotta turn this off, honey. If I seen enough, let me
I
turn
told
it
you,
off.
I know my porn stars.
All my legendary videos were on Xtube, but that was still free.
Yep, I seen those.
I used to have
Well, he said he
videos that
needs you
had
to
like.
hear it, girl.
Yeah, I used to have videos that were like over 1 million hits and stuff like that.
Girl, he
Hold
needs
on,
you
I
to
gotta
hear
put
it.
y'all. I gotta put y'all on mute for a second. Hold on.
Girl, get off here.
He's so nasty.
So Bambi.
Just special.
So let me
No
correct
type
that.
of
You are a
hilarious.
public figure. I'm just saying.
You
Well,
heard
that's why I was like,
kind of a public
I didn't want to
figure.
say I was a public figure. That's why I was like, I just say I'm known.
I just had to make sure I was hearing right. I'm good.
I've had people kind of like notice me when I be out and stuff. Like, I don't really pay people no attention, to be honest. But you'll get people like in a grocery store or out at the mall, and they'll kind of see you and they'll be looking at you like, damn, where the hell you look familiar? Where do I know you from? That kind of look. And I'll play it off. I had this one dude. I had this one dude at my job. This job I used to work at a few years back. He saw me. He was like, "Hey, don't I know you?" I was like, "I don't know, do you?"
Yes, pitch it.
He was like, I don't know, do you? Shit.
That would be me though. That would be me. I'll say the same.
All right, coloreds. It is time for Mother to
right
call
now.
it a night.
Colored.
Yes, the color. This is the color panel tonight. So, I would like to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and being with me tonight. It is 3:00 in the morning, and I'm going to sleep for 2 hours, and then I got to be back up. I think Mr. the live again on his. No, look like he involved into something else. I don't know what Mister doing.
Girl, he's
But
trying to
again, I
figure
do
out how
thank
he's
y'all.
going
with
to
him.
get his
You know what
release.
he watching.
He's trying to get his release,
You
girl.
already know it.
That's
What
the
video?
shit.
I don't know, honey. All I can tell you is that look, I would never look at you the same again. I can never sit here and talk any kind of if there was any kind of trash talk, anything to say bad about you, I take it back right now. I sit here and plead the fifth, take it back, just everything. All I can say. All I'm saying.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you can be in a video later on.
Oh,
My God, today.
No,
girl, let me find my Bible, child. I'm about to go to.
It's right here.
I'm about to go to
If this right
Psalms
here.
3:18, child, and finish reading that chapter, child.
Zilla, you can.
I'm good.
Cam-
I'm good because you ain't finna have me turning out and spraying like this man in this video. No God. Ooh, shit. No, honey. Mine be all crossed up and fucked up. Nope. Been there, done that before. Man,
I got a man.
And you a
Ain't nobody
dangerous
gonna.
person. You dangerous.
Terry River said,
Dangerous.
"What's the site again?"
Hey, I know your ass is in Dallas talking about head after
He talking about what's the site.
head after he left the fair with the family. Yup, the Texas Fair.
Girl,
This is big Tex.
That's what they say. Everything big in Texas.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that y'all really went on this live and started searching and giving commentary.
Howdy,
I just had to sit here and see. I'm done.
Girl, y'all could at least respected the man and did it after the live was over.
That's why I was like, damn, y'all could have waited till I got off of here.
It wasn't like it wasn't like it was bad.
Well, I was
Like,
watching.
didn't see
I was
nothing
watching. I was watching Mister's eyes, and I saw his eyes get big. So that's where my curiosity came.
all I can say is that all I can say is that I don't think low of you. I think it's excellent. I stay encore to it, so you know you got my blessing all the way.
Well, I'll be when I come to Atlanta.
Oh, that's all right.
You can be in the video.
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
he said no. He said no.
No, that's all right. I'm
That'll be
good.
the first time we see Mr. 68 fall, child.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta be scared. I got a mask for you. We'll throw some body paint on you so they think you got a little tramp stamp or something.
Oh my goodness! I'm just.
I don't watch. Be trying to look for the tattoos on niggas' bodies because I don't show faces in my videos.
I see. You see.
D hit it.
And they can't.
D
they
say my
can't
little
stand
saying. Tell them don't go
With videos like that, you ain't gotta show a face here. You show everything else, honey. That's all.
T-Bless.
Don't go chasing.
T-Bless, you have to take that down. Or I can get in trouble for that. T.
Yeah. Yeah.
That comment, I can't have that.
Yeah, you can put that.
Don't go chasing
Zion, will you take that off?
Stick to
She
the
took it
chairs
off.
and the-
She took it
and the
off.
tables you say it, D.
Okay.
I can't say it like you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. So, Mister, are you gonna pick it up over there? Because I gotta go
I
for
don't know.
real.
It depends on if anybody gonna be up. If not, I'm gonna take my ass to bed.
Girl, I'm gonna be up, girl. You might as well do it.
All right, I'll see y'all. Bye, Jazz.
Bye, Mom.
All right.
I'll give you a few minutes before I end it.
Okay.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Don't
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Don't forget, we do have the our entrepreneur show is going to be with us tomorrow. Featuring
That's
myself,
it.
Savon, and Vale with special guests. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Shit, I'm dragging right
Jasmine.
now. Hold on, I gotta end it the right way. All right, hang tight, y'all.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love